Okay. So if you do that, oh, okay. There it is. Welcome to the graffiti jungle. Paolo Pulingue. Benvenuti nella giungla di graffiti. Questo è Impastore Rockstar. It's a fake rockstar chat show. Pensieri Tangentiali, formerly known as Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. We'll be working on a podcast again next month. But right now, we're going to look at some NBA scores for today. We're going to look at some NBA scores for today. And I'll take this off. Now let's go back here. Let's do this. All right. So I actually have a basketball jersey. Let me tag the basketball jersey. I have a graffiti jungle project extinction basketball jersey. So let's actually tag that. That's relevant to this. And anything else, start the poll. So let's go. Books and ordering merch. Let's go box there. Now, I seen one guy, and again, you can't really show the games, but then who's really even watching the games and those kind of things? You just kind of sort of want to know what's kind of sort of going on, and different types of commentary and different things like that. So I am. It's a little cold. Yeah, this is just one of those. Yeah, I looked up Spurs versus Mavericks, and the guy was just. It's just you see him, and he's in, I guess, like his room or whatever, and maybe the game is on, and just watching the chat and going through about things just like that. So I'm just gonna look at the games. It's not like we'll maybe go back and look at those, but all right, let's do this. So let's start with. So yesterday actually was the first day. NBA started yesterday. There were two games yesterday, the Rockets and the Thunder. Key thing about the Rockets is that Kevin Durant is now on the Rockets. The Thunder, which are the reigning NBA champs, they only won by 1 point. They only won by 1 point. So the Rockets are an older team. The Thunder are a younger team. So they only won by 1 point, and KD I think dropped like 20. So that they won by 1 point, and it not only that, the game went to double overtime. I think it went to a double overtime. So that was yesterday's game, and then the Lakers and the Warriors played yesterday. The Warriors beat them by 10. LeBron didn't play, and Bronny didn't play. It's sciatica, whatever that is, and yeah, LeBron. Neither one of LeBron James. They both had the name LeBron James. Neither one of them played. You're paying the best ability is availability. And you got these players getting paid $1 million, millions and millions and millions, however many millions of dollars, and they didn't play yesterday. Anyway, didn't show up for work. Well, I mean, they showed up, but they was on the sideline. All right, Warriors and Lakers. Warriors won by 10. I think Curry, and the headline was Curry and Butler combined for 54 points. One of them had 30, one of them had 20. Something like it. That was just the first game. Curry still being Curry. So inspirational, man. Year 17 for Curry. All right. Games today. So, the Knicks had the same score the Warriors had, 119. Cavaliers, 111. All right. So, the Knicks beat the Cavs 119 to 111. So, they beat them by 8. The Knicks got further into the playoffs than they usually did last season. But they're a team that they have to play at their best to just really kind of sort of compete with certain things. But let's tap in and tune in there. Donovan Mitchell was on the Cavs. Okay. Donovan Mitchell had 31, 5, and 2. He had 31 points in 36 minutes. Donovan Mitchell, you know what I'm saying? He did what I guess he could do. Evan Mobley, he had some support from Evan Mobley, had 22, and Sam Merrill had 19. Other than that, Larry Nance Jr. only had 10. Not to say only, but that's another name that I'm like, oh, I know that name. You know what I'm saying? And they lost by 8. So a couple contributions from a couple other people, and that's one. But it wasn't like a blowout type of thing. I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch none of these games. Now, now conversely, if we go to on the Knicks side, if I tell you 24, 19, 23, 16, and 15, that was how many players scored over, you know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 players scoring over 15 points. That's 5 players scoring over 15 points. So that's a well-rounded, balanced type of thing. Numbers to look for: Karl Anthony Towns, 19, 2, and 11. So there's a double-double there. Jalen Brunson got more points, 23, 5, and 4. Mikal Bridges, 16. That's 16 and 5. That's what he's supposed to be. OG Anunoby, 24 and 14. 14 rebounds. OG Anunoby did, you know what I'm saying? So those are the things to kind of sort of take away if I'm just looking at, and then even just names I do or don't know type of thing. 119, 111, Knicks over Cavs. That was today. All right, let's go back. Let's see here. The next game, the Heat and the Magic. I'm not even sure. Well, but you know, sometimes people be talking like, bro, when nobody talks about, you know, certain teams, let's change up that vibe and narrative, right? Let's talk about all the games and all the teams, right? Let's just go through. Ain't like I watch the games anyway, or even planning to. The Magic beat the Heat by 4 points. So it's not a blowout or nothing. 125 to 121. On the Heat, Jokic. Yo, who is this guy? Who the hell is this? What in the world? There's a okay. This might be news to you as it was just news to me. I see Nikola Jokic, right, on the Heat. And I'm like, what? Who is this? But it ain't the Joker. We got to. I don't think the Joker played till tomorrow. Anyway, we'll see. Let's see. Who won this game? The Magic. Who's on the Magic? I don't know anybody. Too many emojis. I don't know anybody on the Magic. Like, I don't know nobody on the Magic. But 24, 24, 23, 16, 14. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, that's 5 players with over, well, he had 14. But that's 5 players, you know what I'm saying, double digits right there. That's 5 players in double digits. But I can't name nobody on the Magic, but just that's a more of a balance, whatchamacallit. On the Heat side, Andrew Wiggins had 18. Andrew Wiggins done went from team to team. Andrew Wiggins was the last time I thought he was on the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins, oh my goodness. All right, Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is now, Andrew Wiggins now plays for the Heat. He done played for, he done bounced around. He's not who we thought he was going to be, I guess, right? Let's see. But let me see. 18, 15, 28, 16, 13, and 13. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that were in double digits on the Heat. Again, they only lost by 4. Norman Powell had 28. And Bam had 15 and 12. So, like, that's all right. You see what I'm saying? Like, Bam had 15 and 12. I don't know who this. Oh, Norman Powell is the 28 and 9. Andrew Wiggins had 18 and 4. So with a game like that, that's just a matter of one of them getting tightened up on defense and making a couple more shots type of thing. That's not a, you know what I'm saying, that's a close game that goes either way type of joint. So the Heat and the Magic. But again, I didn't know nobody on the Magic. So we'll see what the Magic continue to do. But the Heat, I don't know, man. All right, next game, the Hornets blew out the Nets. Who's on the Nets? Nobody ever. I don't think I know any of these names. Let's go to the Hornets. The Hornets, let me see. 11, 18, 10, 20, 25, 10, 13, 15, 12. How many people just had over 10 points, right? All those is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are 9 players over 10 points. Who led this? Well, he had 25.7 assists, Brandon Miller. I don't really know him or know that name, but we'll see if that's something that after a while, you're like, all right, you keep saying a certain name and being consistent. So we'll see. But Brandon Miller, he's on the Hornets. Other than that, who? LaMelo Ball. Ooh, okay. LaMelo Ball is also on the Hornets. He had 20 points, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. All right. LaMelo did decent. A 20-point game. Brandon Miller had a 25. And I'm not sure. That's Miles Bridges. I'm not sure. I don't think I know any of these other names for real. All right. So that was 136 to 117. 136 to 117. That is the Hornets. 136, 117. Hornets over the Nets. The Raptors bust the Hawks by 20. It's another 20-point game. Let me see what happened over here. Now, on the Raptors, Brandon Ingram is still on the Raptors. He's been there for a couple years now. R.J. Barrett. Now, that was a sleeper. That was like a low-key, like, I remember him being a rookie. He was supposed to be like a high prospect. R.J. Barrett had 25. Grady had 21. Scotty Barnes had 22. They had 3 players score over 20. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players score double digits. The Raptors beat the Hawks by 20. Let's go to the Hawks side. Let's see. Trae Young, that's the name that we do know. Trae Young dropped 22. He had 22 and 5 assists and 1 rebound. If Trae Young is like, it's not to compare him and put this in a third, but Trae Young is supposed to be like at this point, mind you, he got Kristaps Porzingis. He has a center. Kristaps Porzingis is not a slouch. Kristaps had 20 and 7. 20.7 rebounds. And then Jalen Johnson had 22. So this was a game where, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 players on the Raptors side that scored over 10. On the Hawks side, it ain't like I'm saying, like, but it's like he got Jalen Johnson dropped 22, Kristaps dropped 20, and Trae Young had 22. So with a game like that, and you got beat by 20, it ain't like Trae. Cause I was about to say, it's not compared to like Trae Young should be on some like. He's the piece that that the Hawks were planning to keep, build around. And look, this is another 18 from Onika Okongwu. Had 18. So this is a matter of like defense. This is a matter of defense, on my opinion. I didn't watch the game, but this is a matter of defense. Because that other team scored 138 points. That's a high-scoring game. 138 points, that's a high-scoring game. And I'm sitting here looking at, it ain't like Trae Young didn't have any help. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are solid contributions points-wise from other people. So that's a matter of, they're going to have to, like, tighten up on defense. And this is just me looking at, you know what I'm saying, this right here. They're going to have to tighten up on defense because they put up 118 points themselves. But the fact that that's 1, 2, 3 players over here. No, yeah, 3 players over here scored over 20. 3 players scored over 20. So, like, you see what I'm saying? That's 60 points right there between 3 players. So, yeah, I'm gonna just say that's a defensive type of thing. But again, I ain't watched the game, but that's just me reacting type of, like, they just lost by 20, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But that's like, with a score like that, to get up to 138, even if with the garbage time out, no. Like, you lost by 20. And the same thing with the Nets. They lost by 20. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 games, both double, like, you get off the sticks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like Hawks. That's a defensive thing. I'm gonna say that's because that's a high scoring game. All right, Celtics and Sixers had a close game. Celtics lost. Celtics and Sixers, 1 point difference. So there, no, that was 1 point game. That was a 4 point game. Yesterday the Rockets and when the Thunder and the Rockets played, the Thunder beat the Rockets by 1 point. So Sixers beat the Celtics by 1 point, 117, 116. Let's go on the Sixers side. Who is this? Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay, hold on. I don't even know. Does the one boy even still play? What's that one boy name? His name ain't. Oh yeah. Wow, he do still play. Joel Embiid on the Sixers. Joel Embiid had 4 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and played for 20 minutes. He averaged a triple single. Joel Embiid had 4 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds in 20 minutes. Who came through? Tyrese Maxey with 40. 40 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds. He has some help. Now, I don't know who this other person is. VJ Edgecombe had 34. He had 34 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. They played there almost near the whole game. Tyrese Maxey scored 40 points in 41 minutes. And Edgecombe scored 34 points in 42 minutes. Sheesh. Andre Drummond's on this team. He only had 1 point in 3. Well, he only had 1 rebound in 3 minutes. Andre Drummond. That's on the Sixers. The Sixers beat the Celtics by 1 point. That game could have went either way. Let's go to the Celtics side. Jaylen Brown had 25. Derek White had 25. Yeah, where the other boy at? Oh, whatchamacallit that, bro? Where that light-skinned boy? Jaylen Brown had 25. And Derek White had 25. Jaylen Brown, the boy that's dating Ella May. What is his name? Jason Tatum. Where is Jason Tatum at? Let me look for Jason Tatum. Why didn't he play? The season? Oh, wow. Jason Tatum might not play for the season. Oh. Jason Tatum might not play this season. Wow. So Celtics will see what they do. We'll see how they perform this year. They got Jaylen Brown. All right. Derek White has to. So they're gonna need another person maybe. Pelicans, Grizzlies. Grizzlies won. It's good to see Zion. 27-9. Zion had 27-9. I don't think I know any other player up here. Sadiq Day, 13, 17. They had a decent mix. 13, 17, 17. Let me see, hold on. 13, 17, 17, 17, 27, 13. They had a decent mix. But On the Grizzlies side, John Morant had 35 and 3. John Morant had 35 and 3. Jaren Jackson Jr. 18 and 8. 18 points, 8 rebounds. KCP. I haven't heard KCP in so long. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He had 15 and 4. Mm. Now let's see. What else? Where we at? All right, Pistons and the Bulls. I can't name any play on one of those. Bulls 115, Pistons 111. So 115, 111 Bulls over the Pistons. Tobias Harris, I know that name, he had 10. Cade Cunningham, I think that's supposed to be their savior. He had 23. Ronald Holland II had 19. Jalen Duran 15. Tobias Harris 10. Asura Thompson 11. Isaiah Stewart had 20 and 10. Isaiah Stewart had 20 and 10 in 25 minutes. That's on the Pistons side. Okay, let's go to the Bulls. Nikola Vucevic had 28. So this is more just, again, this game was only decided by 4 points. Matas Buzelis, I'm not sure who that is. He had 21. Nikola Vucevic had 28. Josh Giddey, I feel like I've heard that name before. He had 19 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds. Ayo Odosunmu, he had 14 points, 2 assists. 14 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. Kevin Hoyter, he had 15 points, 5 rebounds. So that's just a team. That's a team win. That's a team win. But Vucevic, you know what I'm saying, pulled it through for them. 28 points. And let's see. Bucks, double-digit win. 133, 120 over the Wizards. But let me see. We got to check on see what Giannis did. Let's start with the Wizards. Chris Middleton. Ooh, that's old. Like Chris Middleton playing his old team. Chris Middleton's on the Wizards. He had 23. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know what I'm saying? He's a solid veteran. I don't know who Keyshawn George is. Keyshawn. He had 21 and 9. Cam Whitmore had 14. Trey Johnson had 16. Corey Crispert and Bub Carrington both had 11. That's on the Wizards side. So Wizards is in like Chris Middleton, he get to be his own man, you know what I'm saying? He putting up 23. Keyshawn George put up 21. They're gonna need somebody, they're gonna need 1 or 2 more people to put up some more points or tighten up on defense. On the Bucks side, Giannis had 37 and 14. Giannis had 37 and 14 in 27 minutes, doing what you're supposed to do. So these are those, if they only played like 27, they didn't have to play 30, they didn't have to play 30 plus minutes or even 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell this game was decided pretty early. You know what I'm saying? Giannis had 37 and 14 in 27 minutes. He like Maxey with the Celtics. It was those 2 boys on the Celtics. They both played 40-something minutes and scored 40 and 35 points. Giannis scored his 37 and 14 in 27 minutes. But they had played the whole game. He did his in, you know what I'm saying, 27 minutes. Sheesh. That was decent. Other than that, Gary Trent Jr. had 17. But there's mad people who scored it over 10. Torian Prince 11, Kyle Kuzma 12, AJ Green 11, Kevin Porter Jr. 10, Miles Turner 11, and Gary Trent Jr. 17. So that's everybody just contributing and then just going from there. So, but that game was, as you can tell, probably decided pretty early. So right now, the Clippers and Jazz, the Jazz are about to win. It's the 4th quarter, less than 7 minutes left. The Jazz 117, the Clippers 89. That's a blowout. Spurs and Mavericks was a game I was kind of sort of looking forward to. The Mavs are down by 9. The Spurs have, and so also with the Mavericks, this is Cooper Flag, supposed to be Cooper Flag, his first start. Spurs at 60. I mean, yeah, Wembenyama. Yes, Wembenyama. Wemby. Uh, Ant Man is playing. Should be playing. Ant. Let's check on. This game is going towards halftime. Let me see. Timberwolves. Julius Randle 12. Jaden McDaniels 10. Rudy Gobert 4. Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is having a solid half. 18 points, 5 rebounds. Dante DiVincenzo, 7 points, 4 rebounds. And all right, Naj Reid, 6 points, 3. Trailblazers, I'm not sure. I don't know anybody plays on Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant got 16. And that's solid for a first half, you know what I'm saying? And Denny Avdija got 10. So Drew Holiday is on the Trailblazers. Okay. His name is Shaden Sharp. So close to Shannon Sharp. His name is Shaden. All right. So the Wolves are actually down. The Wolves are down to the Trailblazers. I don't know none of these people except Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday got 7. This is Jeremy Grant with 16 in his first half. Matisse Thybulle has 2. Like, they beat, but it's a close game. It's only 4 points. So that game is going to the half. The Timberwolves, Trailblazers 61-57 Trailblazers on that. And then Spurs and Mavericks are at halftime. The Mavericks are down by 9. And so on the Spurs side, Wemby got 21 and a half. Yeah. Wemby got 21 and a half. 21 and 8. 8 rebounds. Yeah. Yeah. That's what Wemby's supposed to be doing. You know, Wemby was all up in China and on tour doing all this other stuff. Wemby was on mad side quests. This is what you want to call it. But he was training. He was focused. Wemby was locked in. Stephen Castle got 13. And Harrison Barnes got 7. Harrison Barnes is a veteran, but I don't know the Stephen Castle guy. But he got 13 and a half. So on the Mavs side, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, like I said, Jason Tatum's not going to be playing this year. I'm not sure about Kyrie. Kyrie may end up coming at some point this year. Anthony Davis is at 12. PJ Washington is at 10. Yeah, we know PJ Washington. We're off the court. Derek Lively. Klay Thompson has 6. Wow. You got Klay Thompson. Cooper Flag does not have any points. Cooper Flag has no points, 6 rebounds in 17 minutes. Cooper Flag has no points. That's the rookie. I think he was the number 1 draft pick. Cooper Flag has no points and a half. And this is his NBA debut. He has no points in the first half. And the Mavs are down by 9. Yeah, okay. Well, that game can clearly switch over. But with Anthony Davis, he can play well. I'm just gonna say it like this: Anthony Davis would like to play well with other people also playing well. He ain't trying to carry the team all day, every day type of thing. Always disabled. He ain't trying to do that. He don't need to do that. Y'all need to help that man. He'll go out there and show you know what I'm saying, show you what he can do. He nice. But all right, the last games, Timberwolves and Trailblazers, we just talked about that. And then the last game, Timberwolves and Trailblazers just went to halftime. Trailblazers up 61-57. Kings and the Suns. Suns got Devin Booker, right? Who was on the Kings? Let's go to Kings. DeMar DeRozan. I was not expecting that. DeMar DeRozan has 14 points in 17 minutes. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. That's I didn't know when Zach LaVine left the Bulls. Zach LaVine, 22 points, 1 rebound. And that's in 16 minutes. Zach LaVine is balling right now. Malik Monk used to play for the Charlotte Hornets, I think. He got 13. Yeah, the Kings, all right. The Kings got like this random kind of nice squad. Like, the Kings is on some, if they win a game, it's like, you kind of like, they got DeMar DeRozan, they got Dennis Schroeder, Zach LaVine, Russell Westbrook plays for the Kings. He got 3 points and 5 rebounds in 13 minutes. And then Malik Monk, Darion Sharek. Like, if the Kings win a game or just win in the third, like, they got a random assortment of like veterans, bro. This just reminds me of the Lakers at a certain point in time. Like these Lakers were just like, bro. They have DeMar DeRozan, Dennis Schroeder, Zach LaVine, and Russell Westbrook and Malik Monk. Like, they got some people that's just like, I don't know how far they go, but if they win and do anything. Now on the other side, Devin Booker is the one that you kind of like looking forward to in the Suns. Devin Booker, Devin Booker's son or Devin Booker's center, and because I feel like they kind of came in at the start around a certain time, and they could have like built together maybe, but it's just I guess it just never really panned out. But DeAndre Ayton's now in the Lakers, so uh, and then and I think I don't even know where Chris Paul is, but Chris Paul, and Kevin Durant also just left, so they got Dylan Brooks on the Suns. He was the NBA villain last year, but I'm not sure what team. I feel like he wasn't on the Suns last year. Uh, Devin Booker got 14. Dylan Brooks got 11. I don't really know any other names. This is great, yeah. So Grayson Allen, also Icadoro. It's a tough name. Also Icadoro. Dylan Brooks. He was what's in? Yeah, he was on the Rockets last year, right? Or something. Oh, Memphis. Oh, 18. Oh, he used to play for the Grizzlies. He played for the Rockets the last 2 years. And now Dylan Brooks is on the. Hey, bro. Dylan Brooks now plays for the Suns. Dylan Brooks now plays for the Suns. He got 11 points over there. So that's the recaps for the games so far. Cooper Flag. I don't. He might. Is not this. Yeah, it's only which one. I don't. He ain't that as promising as I don't know. As they be sitting here trying to make him seem out to be. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's still up for debate on this Cooper Flag guy. I think this Cooper Flag guy is still up for debate. I don't know. I don't know why they were so hype about it. Everybody keeps saying that he's nice, but I ain't really seen too much. I mean, it's his first game in the NBA. I would expect you want your first game to be nice. He ain't scored no points in the first half. He ain't scored no points. He was the number one pick, bro. He was the number one pick. So that's the NBA games. You know what I'm saying so far today.